Oh, God, I'm glad that's over.
I love that.
Yeah, I know you did.
I loved every minute of that Dust segment right here, and I think we're going to love every minute of Yakinda in a Liquid jersey. Can you bloody believe it? Let's get this one underway.
Wonderful as well. My first opportunity to be casting this teenager. Odds favoring Liquid, despite the fact that they have pulled Yakinda. I mean, I love the way you put it, Chad. You were just talking about the fact that Elige gave up positions, and you said, yeah, it's because Yakinda's a weapon. I mean, that's such a good word for it, because he is, and he's equipped with exactly what a weapon should. He's got the armored dualies, Nitro. Yeah, Captain America makes the calls, and actually he's going to be calling a lot of bodies here on long. We'll drop the divider smoke. It's going to be harder to swing into the site now for Patsi. Patsi catches it. Elige the first to draw blood. It's magixx that keeps us interested. 4-on-4 goes 4-on-3. A nice catch combined with Siren and magixx. Few words, but many frags is magixx, and a couple of bullets do connect onto the fading smoke. Bomb now planted. It is Spirit. Heavily favored, but things can shift in a blink of an eye here on the pistol. Yet to see Yakinda in the feed. That's shut down now by magixx, and nothing more for Elige to do. Spirit, it's very cut and dry. We're coming long. Defend. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, beautiful stuff right there. And Nitro getting pipped around the corner of that smoke. When you drop that, you either want to stall them out or at least get one cheeky kill. And we also need to talk about the new addition in the coaching staff here. Didn't get a mention, but Daps now behind the team of Liquid, replacing Adren. So there's a couple of personnel changes over there for the North Americans, but we've chopped and changed the observers as well. We have Jakey alongside MC to bring you all the action here.
I think they're going to do it again.
Yeah, well, Force Bite is going to come out from Team Liquid. It is Nitro top A one more time, and he will be hearing those flashes, which is why OC and Yakinda are hightailing it over towards this site. OC with the scout, and Yakinda too. Would love to get some prying eyes down long.
What is this? I mean, this is very Spirit. As they all just change weapons. Everyone just juggled a weapon. It's a Spirit signature move.
Well, they can just go for a very standard smoke and cross here, but there's different variations that you can operate with as they slink through.
And that's OC. Puts Wonderful down to an early bedtime, and more required out of Yakinda. He hits it onto Siren. These scouts just wailing onto Spirit. Advance now slowed. Cut down to 3, 2.5. Oh dear, they're running out of bodies. Every scout bullet connects as Yakinda sends 4 to the grave. That leaves a mark, and he announces his presence in his debut in that Liquid jersey.
Massive stuff from Yakinda. Been playing in Outsiders and now making the debut in the North American jersey. This is one way to kick things off. 150 hours in the last few weeks. This team has been grinding. And look at Yakinda go, just silencing Spirit as they try and make their way up long. They're going to grab themselves some AKs, Galils, the upgrades galore. This is a perfect start for Liquid here as they bounce back from a pistol round loss. And, well, long simulator one more time as Patsi, the madman of Spirit, has made his way to the blue bin undetected. Likely to be swept out here by Nitro on his lonesome.
I have a feeling that the energy is at an all-time high for this Liquid roster.
I'm going to speak out of school a little bit here, and I was talking to the manager of Liquid last night, Steve, just having a bit of a chit-chat here about how things have been going, and he couldn't be singing Yakinda's praises anymore, so very happy with the new addition. Has brought some accountability to this team and has brought the work ethic of the Outsiders. Now Nitro mowing down 3. Beautiful stuff from him. The cavalry of Elige is going to greet him.
Yeah, and he should be responsible for just stopping that Galil. They can't even get across. They can't get anything done. Yeah, there you go. Clean. Nice little confidence booster as well for Nitro, just to get off to the starting mark with a quick spray.
But because it was an eco, Spirit won't be able to go for a traditional full buy, and they're playing things a little bit outside of the box here by equipping so far 4 Galils. I'm sure Wonderful will either do the same, and he does, or go into a scout. So 5 Galils, a bit of util. It's no AKs out on the board here, but still a rifle round, the budget version. Let's see what Spirit are able to rock in around like this. Long, not their port of call.
Yeah, but he wants answers. Look at this from Yakinda. He is going searching into the lower tunnels. Chopper to meet him. Flash turned. Yakinda stands and catches flag. Good shot out of Chopper, but OC's there to finish. That's the orb, and it's gone. Patsi actually does kill Chopper, so it wasn't all for naught, but it is still a Spirit advantage early. Turns out there are other parts of the map than long.
Oh, Patsy's going to drop this hinge smoke here, and they won't spam. They will spam back, but it's Elige from CT. It's not Naf from the close side. hoping they head over towards A, where Nitro is the only member residing right now. Patsi has mantled up and over the Xbox and is looking for a little bit of control. Is wonderful, and magixx not too far behind. Siren looks like he'll be tasked with holding on to the lower Dart Lurk, and oh, a spot from Nitro there. He's seen more than enough as he starts to pivot back. They're going to take the space granted.
Oh, this is brutal. Yeah, Spirit should have him dead to right. You can see, oh, just the tip of the head. That's all he needs to see. Wonderful, nearly falls on the jump. Patsi into the site. Nitro managing his angles very well around that smoke, but Patsi's in. And Siren watched, yeah, not going to have anything to do with that CT wrap.
2v3 now. This is a turnaround from Liquid.
A very big one, and I think Wonderful's likely going to meet... Oh, Patsi just finds the angle before Elige and Nitro can get themselves screwed on tight, and no one looking for Patsi. He's got 3 kills now. A team kill, make it 4 kills. And there's number 5. There you go. Killing everyone, teammates and enemies alike.
It's not an orthodox ace, but maybe we'll give it to him right there because they do scoop up the round. And if you're a Liege in that situation, you're not expecting a player in a number disadvantage situation to keep swinging. That's why he gets caught out back turn. And here's on the replay, the spark that ignited the round for Patsi. Wanted to avenge his in-game leader in more ways than one. But yeah, you can see here, at least he's not ready for that at all. That's what I'm saying. You're not expecting a player to continue peeking wider.
Right.
Why would he? He's already got the kill.
Yeah.
Exactly. So a little bit out of the box there from Patsi, but that is what this kid is known for. And I am impressed that he has continued to deliver as long. Rains out flashes. Nitro again, tested on his lonesome. Nobody closes the rotation from Yakinda and OC once again. Starts to make its way back towards A.
Patsi, can you keep it up? You're up against the Liege. North America's shining aim start. OC as well, you know, very excited to see if he's going to be thriving in this new environment.
I'm curious as well how often they're going to give up this long control. Once the full rifles come out, it's going to be a little bit easier for them to lock it down more often than not. But it feels like Spirit want this territory, and if they can continue to make this a pressure point, like they are, it's not going to be easy to defend. OC drops a dividing smoke. Elige gets in close.
OC's got that lovely smoke, and it will lead to the opening. magixx down. Nade back, chunked down, but they are in. Elige responsible for this, and smokes will start to fade. Expect to see a flurry of frags in about 5 seconds. Starting to fade now. Patsi will be at the forefront of the pack. Elige to swing wide. I don't think they're expecting someone to be so hyper-aggressive, I tell a lie, because Siren, with just a quick click, pulls us back into a 4-on-4, and Spirit, they're not in any rush. There's stages to this A-take.
Yakinda's going to go down. He's just going to walk into Patsi. The smoke's about to fade, and a bullet in the side of the head. There it is from Patsi. Make it a double up. OC dead too, and just 2 more to find.
Running out of time. We'll finally get that bomb down. They have had a very different flavor to their approach here on the T side already.
The patience and the poise with that much control of the site and not trying to plant, not trying to rush, not trying to take some space, that is of a team that has much more experience than the one that we're seeing in the server right now. So fantastically handled, and I suppose while we have the young gun on the screen here, Wonderful, the newest addition, filling the role of Dexter. Now, we haven't seen the impact of him just yet, but this is the thing. What can you expect from a young gun at his first Tier 1 LAN? Let's give him some time. Let's see if he can warm into things. He does have the skill. I think it's just the reps that he needs to get in now as Naf and Nitro look to hold on to their goodies. Nitro lingering in CT spawn, hoping a gun gets blown his way, but it looks like the MP9 will have the best weapon to boast into the next round, and Spirit take the lead. 3-2 as the high fives.
Yeah, I mean, they've carried them over from their deep run. Over in Antwerp, of course, Dexter was one of those real names. You couldn't talk about Spirit without talking about Dexter. The fact that he is no longer with them is actually really interesting to see if they can maintain the degree of form we saw over in Belgium.
I really love watching Patsi. He's becoming a showman.
He was the highest rated member of Spirit as well. He was having a great game alongside with Siren. It's Naf this time to take him down.
Yeah, aggressive with the M4, so now they know where the saved M4 is, but again, long taken. So how do you address this if you're Liquid? You have a flash on Yakinda, sure, but you're going to need a fight as a pack as they clear out tunnels. They understand what they're dealing with, but this has been the situation throughout this half so far.
But this is like a game that Spirit play. They must just, you know, scrim essentially like, okay, let's be in a 4v5, and they've got all the map control. And then they work it out, and they do seem to dig themselves out of trouble often.
But does it feel like we've gone back to 2020 where this is all Na'Vi would do with Flamey on the side, taking the long control?
There is a reason to this madness.
If you do want to check out the B stream, you just saw it there in the corner of your screen, twitch.tv/ESL_CSGO_B. Or was it ESL_CSGO_B?
You know, you nailed it. ESL_CSGO.
Well, the AK's been scooped up. Let's see what they can get done with this.
I mean, yeah, it's the same flow chart, different results. Yakinda, nothing to his name. Nothing but the shirt on his back and a USP, gets 3. Now with the AK and ouch, through the corner, wonderful, brought down, and he accepts his fate. Throws away his weapon. He's not here to compete anymore, just to feed the beast that is Yakinda. That's twice they've come knocking on his long, and twice he's left with 4, if not 5.
Massive stuff from Yakinda here. Beautiful work from him to bring them out in another round that they should really have no business. But remember, it kicked off with Naf getting the kill over towards middle early. Left them in the man disadvantage, but Yakinda gets 2 with the USP and then the AK on top. Beautiful stuff from him, and you're already seeing the fruits of his addition.
So his 8 kills are 2 quad kills.
Yeah,
okay,
that's 2 rounds.
2 rounds, not bad. Not a bad haul, not a bad debut so far for sure. Yakinda definitely winning the hearts of the CS community. Bringing color to a
pretty beige team.
A beige team, yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for.
Well, Patsi does have an AK here, and there's a couple of upgraded pistols alongside this. If they can crack a kill open, maybe there's a gap that they can start to work with. magixx has been able to mantle himself up over towards the long position as the rest have trundled on through the lower tunnels. There is a smoke on Chopper, could be a hinge, but no, they want to creep out mid into OC. He's hearing this.
Yeah, he should have a couple here. So only really Patsi the threat, and OC happy to just wait it out. They'll respect the flame.
But that was their only piece of utility. So now they're going to have to do it with bullets alone, and over towards Elige, who's on top of A.
Well-timed util, they are reading them. They're keeping track and tabs on the movements of Team Spirit. Another signature move of Spirit's Dust2 is that boost on the box. We saw magixx with a self-boost there. Don't need a second pair of hands or second head.
Yeah, well, Nitro's going to be tested here. Note that Elige does have a flash to help, so keep that in mind if Nitro could be calling for it now.
Yeah, you'd think so. Running out of time. Good flash, good timing. Takes down magixx. It's still Patsi. He's still a threat until Elige arrives in the crossfire. Nice find from Wonderful. Patsi gone, though. And with it, the potency, ooh, I was going to say fades. It does now. Bomb lost. Nitro delivers that. And it seems the 4-team Liquid, just 10 HP away. It's on to Chopper, the long-range dig, not to be. Nitro passes the test. 4 kills to him. That's, I mean, in a similar vein to Yakinda.
Yeah, and a good round to do so, because that is a type of scary rounder. If Patsi gets a kill on the AK, they pick up another one in Pit. They're able to find a bit more traction onto that site. Now Patsi's going to have to operate with a MAC-10 here, and he doesn't have the best of spawns for a B-rush or anything quick out long. So let's see how he wants to wield that bad boy. But
Chopper actually just takes the bullet for him.
Thank you very much. As Chopper, we've seen what he can do with the MAC-10 before. I think once upon a time, his team strategies were 5 MAC-10s, rush up banana and pray. Oh, this is looking more standard now, isn't it? 2 towards tunnels, 1 back at cat, 1 outside long, and the AWP patrolling middle as OC has some space to work with on short. Yakinda is giving him that.
Nice nade. Patsi evades. Second, not so lucky. 1-shot headshot for the M4s now. On to Patsi. 5 alive after the initial jive. OC tucking into mid to respond to this pressure. Hinge smoke imminent. And a response of a can of flame. Oh, shy.
All right, well, that was an opportunity to stall this one out. I missed throw there. We'll shrink the amount of time they have available here to deal with any short plays, but OC has rotated in time. Still plenty of utility to block this out. Multiple smokes, count them 4. Couple of flashes, incendiary in the hands of Elige here, who is residing in this site. You can see that primed and at the ready.
Does he wait for OC's Q, or does, yeah, now would be the perfect time. And they'll go on it anyway. Elige tucks into Goose. He needs OC to take that first glance, a hard shot, and it looks like the site open for the first. OC quick on that ramp, Chopper to get the bomb down. They are all congregated now on A. It's a 4-on-4. Nitro advancing, they want to biff, they want to clear that site together, and Nitro takes action.
Ooh, it's getting wild.
Charging forward, the MAC-10, good for it. It's Nitro, he has to be the hero, and he is with 2. Wonderful, spotted out on short, the long barrel makes it clear where he's from, and I think that smoke from the Nitro will be fading shortly, and it exposes magixx on the wide, a missed shot, and a round for Spirit. A team ace, again on long, they are finding success. repeatedly on this part of the map.
I loved how Patsi surged into the site right there. You saw the beeline straight into the site box for this hard clear. Elige not expecting that. They ran him down so quick because the defensive utility they threw, they thought it was going to buy the buff for the extinguisher. Great. Crispy shots from Nitro there. Loving the Vandal in his hands.
How long do we bully him for that?
We're not going to bully him. It's just a bit of fun.
I know. I mean, it was just an exaggerated way to say banter. And also, Dab's looking fresh.
Yeah, well, maybe we can bully Dust2. We get the Valorant club. We put Floppy in a corner.
I don't know. If everyone that goes to Valorant comes back buffer and more well-shaven, I think we're onto something here.
All right. So we go over, we take the cash, and we come back.
Yeah, and you take the lifestyle. You know, you live that kind of like America, nothing matters.
Not
lifestyle.
having to travel.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, not an eco, but double AWPs, of course. And Yakinda, the secondary AWPer, as we've all known to grow and love with his time with Jame, I'm sure he would have only wished this was what dreams were made of.
What's going on here? Chopper is called the second letter of the alphabet instead of the first. Yakinda, he's starting to sniff it out. The Molly's such a prominent presence. He's really not going to be able to get away with that. You can see how quickly you can solve it with a bit of util, but they are already into the site. What's going on here? It's only Naf. Naf flies under a lot of scrutiny, and he smashes 3. Wonderful, trying to find space back in, but Naf's not done. They're taking it in turns to farm the frags. Give him the ace. It's 5 for Naf. An ace in the 9th round of play puts the 5th on the board for Team Liquid.
These rounds that Liquid are posting are individuals stepping up and shutting down key areas of the map. That is massive from Naf.
Was it not that way in those 64 days? Individuals taking it in turns to pop off. It was where the recipe for Liquid to find success.
Oh, you're taking us back to 2019, where Cologne, the last time we were in the Lanxess, Liquid lifted the trophy to win the Intel Grand Slam.
That's right, yeah. Winning Cologne and the Grand Slam in one fell swoop. Oh, he's got company. Yakinda's got a friend. That Molly won't do nothing, and not here today with the eco, so just looking to keep it clean. Seems a risk to go for something so aggressive against just the sidearms, but there's a downside. There's something, and it is Patsi, so something to be discussed for sure.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't get too much worse for Liquid.
It could with Nitro. What are we doing with these Aggie moves, boys? It's just Glocks. And you're giving them these close quarter angles. I mean, it's very, very unlikely that an MP9 loses out to an unarmored Glock, but it is just a little too close for comfort. And yeah, Nitro relieves that stress and fear, deals with it.
Wonderful just needs to live to give Patsi a chance to take another fight like this, and that's the dink. Almost the kill, cannot connect the dots right there. OC will have to back off, and well, he saw at least one, but both are charging through the mid doors as they want to try and pressure this AWPer who's tucked tail all the way to back a plat. This is Naf's chance to add a couple more to the tally and has spotted more than enough.
Nice find. It is just that saved or recovered from Elige's corpse rifle. So nicely handled, just the one casualty.
Again, money in a bit of an odd spot for Spirit. You've got Wonderful at 3.4 or 3.5 for Chopper. Calf, as Wonderful also goes by in the Go TV. All these newer players, they've been naughty, I think, in the all speak.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it is a very recurring
We are
trend.
collecting a lot, right? We had Breno the other day.
Yeah.
Back at the major, we had a bunch.
Yeah, it was Milky was
yes,
also a naughty boy.
That's right. It's always been a couple here.
These young guns, I think they're chatting smack, and Daps with a full dossier in his hands. It's cool to see him back, and I do think he could be an interesting component as this story progresses about his influence on this new look Liquid.
Well, we will get to talking about that, right? Because Daps, if you're not familiar with him and what he was able to do with the NRG roster where Stanislaw came and took over the reins yet again, that's a fun story. We can get into that one during story time. But has been quite an influential figure throughout North American Counter-Strike in aiding teams to getting to the cusp of greatness. Let's see if he can bring Liquid back to exactly that, as it might just be a B rush, and guess what? There's nobody home.
A little sleepy here. He's only just got himself over to B in time. Elige is actually going searching for answers with aggression. This is actually very encouraging from Team Liquid off of the break.
Kind of locked them in tunnel. They smoke up the dark, and that's a shot from Patsi again. The trade there from OC, and the round will calm down for a moment.
No smoke on Naf, so he really would need Yakinda if he wants to keep him at bay. They're coming in. Naf might just bait, hide in plain sight. Oh, and Yakinda gets a freebie, and so does Naf. It falls apart. The wheels have come off. It's only Siren, but Spirit just a little ahead of their util there. And it's slow pulling apart of Team Spirit. You've got no hope here, Siren. The bomb could be retrieved, but he's hoping that one gets greedy. And look who it is, Yakinda. What are you doing? Actually hits the shot as well. 8 HP, 2 orbs, overkill for sure.
You know how Yakinda said that he got all his rolls from Elige? You know what I think he got in Liquid? He can do literally whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel like he can do whatever he wants?
Yeah, and I don't know if Mr. Butterfly, Shoxy, got the same treatment, you know?
No, I don't think he did either.
I think he was more of a, you sit down, you stay alive and kill people.
Yeah, we've seen Yakinda in a lot of the action, which is exactly what you want to see from the man, and for good reason. He has got himself quite the haul of frags, 10, alongside Nitro and Naf, who are both on double digits, but Pistols again here for Spirit. I don't think we've seen so many ecos in a game so far.
No, certainly not. I mean, it's a stark contrast to that Ents game, right? Yakinda's dead, but that's the round.
Okay. Yeah, let's just fight, shall we? I love it. It's quick, and it's 8 rounds for Liquid. Look at his split. Got 3 rounds left here for Spirit to try and throw on the board. And now they will get the buy back with all the goodies that they do desire. But one thing that's against them in a situation like this, Alex, is there's no long spawn. And we saw that's where a lot of their success came from early.
My exact thoughts. I was just about to ask you the same question. Is have Spirit won a round that wasn't long focused?
Yeah, that's a good point. I think it's definitely been a key. Again, with this 3-man start over towards the upper tunnels, Yakinda one more time wants the aggression. Limps out the smoke, uses it as a buffer, focuses towards lower dark, and the reason for this is because it will slow down the default. If you can't get lower control for free, you're going to have issues, and Flash this time. Patsi can't get a break.
Yakinda the catalyst. The Team Liquid 2019 Cologne champions coming back with a vengeance. That's nice back.
Nice swing from Siren too, a little bit wider. Catches OC off, and now a 4-on-4.
Geeky from Elige just jumping on the pixel.
They'll go again, it worked
they will.
before.
Yeah, they want to try and turn up the heat. Elige desperate for support. It's Nitro to try and render aid. Oh, wow, magixx has slipped the net. No idea, no idea. Big frags back from Liquid though. And only Chopper, what's he supposed to do? Yakinda's just standing in the smoke with a USP. He's having a ball. And even gets the info. It's P250. Not going to make a world of difference. Chopper just trying to get himself out of dodge. And Naf hunts him down. Yakinda with another. That's 3. Another multi-kill for Yakinda.
One of the keys here, and one of the reasons that we might have seen Spirit have to take so many ecos, is in the rounds that Team Liquid have been posting on the CT side, the bomb hasn't been going down, right? And without that, no extra cash to go along with the loss bonus, and that's been causing some issues for Spirit here. This is their map choice of Dust2. We'll be moving into Overpass's map number 2, and then as we move forward, the third and final could be Ancient. You can see the top right-hand side of your screen.
What's going on? Another attempt towards long. It's not the spawn, and it is the space. Hello. Hello. Chopper's taking a gamble, and it has worked out wonderfully. So
it's
they have
fake.
No info long, and they can gather short. This votes very well, unless Nitro can get out of dodge. He needs to live. He's going to be run down by Tech9s. Calls upon Yakinda, who has to hit some shots. Hard to track. He does tap. More required. Oh, Nitro. Shooting gallery for Nitro. And the rest just falls into place. Deja vu for Chopper. And we are up to 10. This is the fast half. Is this a fast half?
This is really quick. Maybe Furio's in the server right now because we are flying through this.
I feel like we just started and we're about to throw to a break.
Yeah, and I think the reason it's felt so quick is because when anybody has appeared on the screen of Liquid players, more often than not, it's multi-kills from the individuals. So they're mowing them down, shutting them down, and completing the rounds. And this is what you want to see. Liquid, they have said they are confident, right? They're a very confident-looking crew coming in, a bit more swagger than the Liquid with Shox is, again, lower dark.
Yo, swagger's a good word for this. And Nitro is having a ball, 16 and counting.
This is when they actually had the spawn and attempted to head back towards long and have just been denied. They don't want to push anybody else out. That means they're out of options. They use so much util.
They're already top B. Like, the only option is to walk into Yakinda's AWP in mid or go just sit still.
Yeah, you have to retake upper dark. You have to flash to get out top mid, and you don't know that you actually have long.
Oh, it's not just Yakinda, it's Elige as well. He's so comfortable here. It's such a powerful position, and he can just dip. Hopefully bait. And yeah, wonderful, strafes on in. Yakinda collecting more and more for Liquid. It's only Patsi. Blind, surely executed momentarily. Still 4 members alive. Make it 3 as a handily headshot found and posted by Patsi. Pre-aim's good, Naf is low. Last round of this half, and quite the CT haul. It could and should be 11. Hunting Nitro, another clean headshot. He's really impressing us. Consistent as always. OC makes it so, an 11 from Liquid, and I'm excited to see what this man on screen will continue to do. The first half done, and he's already thrown some showstoppers into the mix. I think it's left Spirit scratching their heads. They've got a minute to think about it, as do you. We'll be right back after this.
It's Unleash. He's at the backside of Catwalk. He can see players pushing him. He's spinning back and forth. Unleash electric hold.
Looking to complete the sweep. Team Liquid have looked excellent here on Overpass. And Unleash, oh my god, he just executes them.
We're heading to OT. 100 Thieves, they had the advantage. They had Team Liquid right where they wanted them. Flashbang in, and they try and pop out on the back of it. Unleash opening it up. Go on, bud. There it is, number 4.
It's about to get real cool over here towards their ramp.
Doesn't work out, but there's Elise. You said you wanted to see him. T3000 on the map. We've seen a lot of him. That's stunning from Elise. That's the big dog you want.
They're still down there, and now the spray. The murder box.
First 15 were fun and games for Spirit until about round 5. And then Liquid happened and Yakinda happened. We saw multi-spray downs from everyone. I've seen more smiles from Liquid in one half of Counter-Strike than I have in some time. And so we venture forth with the sides swapped. Liquid on the offense, Team Spirit on the defense. And this is Spirit's pick, Chad. Is it already time to be a little alarmed? 11's a damn good haul. Dap's new coach as well, going to likely have a couple of calls off of his sheet. And into the pistol we go.
Yeah, it's looking pretty bleak for Liquid. Sorry, for Spirit here early, because Liquid have just been showing a lot of individual brilliance, right? How are you going to put a stop to this? And Yakinda traditionally does his best work on the T side when he's looking for entry frags. And the 1x bet odds, as you can see here, are favoring that of Liquid. Bit of util scooped up. And let's see, where the nice little smoke for all you future pros. Will be dotting his way on towards the Xbox, and
This is meant to feel like they're gathering short, isn't it?
Yeah,
He's going to sell it.
Nitro has another smoke throughout here. That should be towards the B doors. It will be a B here.
If only they could find this frag. Oh my lord, that's what the P250's for. Long range. It equalizes against the Yusp, and that's nice from Wonderful. Needs a lot more.
Oh.
Wow, snappy into Naf. And another headshot. Wonderful with 4. And there's a lot of words for that, but Wonderful works.
That is massive right there. This kid is meant to be another talent coming out of the region, an AWPer that is meant to fill the shoes of Degster, the absolute impact that that guy had. But this is what you want to see from your up-and-coming talent.
This is a lovely second shot. Watch this. Bop! And nothing for Liquid to do in this one. Yeah, Patsi just gets the cherry on top. But hello, yeah, Chopper's happy with that one. And you will want to build him up, right? Celebrate his wins and push him further. You know how good an individual... If you want to beat Liquid in this form, it seems, as we talked about, individuals popping off, you need your own.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We haven't seen just yet what Wonderful has to offer. And for good reason, right? This is his first Tier 1 event. It's first time in a big tournament like this. And he's only recently just joined the team, right? So you have to add all of those bits and bobs together and actually give the kid a bit of a break. But that right there, more of that, please.
Yeah, that was a good sign of what he's capable of immediately. But I think, you know, it's easy when you're sitting at home, the armchair analysts, watching those kind of performances. It's hard not to take into account the intangibles.
Sure.
You know, like, for example, showing up to this practice area, just watching him spray it down, it's not too bad. A FAMAS, though, falls away. I'm not going to give this the credit that they're going to get anything more done, so I'll finish my sentence.
Yeah, look, if it gets out of control, we can handle it.
But, you know, the entire environment he's in right now,
sure.
This is foreign.
Yeah.
I mean, and it is different, right? You've got a player manager who will just show up with your water and your Coca-Cola and your banana, and you'll be scooted on down to what is essentially a pig pen of computers. And it all just, it's very far afield from sitting down at home playing an FPL game.
Yeah, and Wonderful has had a bit of a disruptive time recently. So for him, you know, this opportunity is massive. And it wasn't going to be certain where he was going to end up. He's one of these prospects alongside of Deco, who people are talking about could be scooped on up to any team. So, ooh,
nice.
Okay, that's a nice shot from OC. We need another one, and Wonderful. There we go. That is what we need to see.
Okay, if I was making a list of things that Spirit need to get back into Dust2, Wonderful coming online and proving to himself he's in the game and in the server. These shots, sure, anti-eco, sure, but it's scout headshots, it's quick, and it's against Team Liquid. He's given his team the leg up to get back into this. This should be the 3-0 conversion of the start to Team Spirit's defensive half.
Well, the guns will come out for Liquid now. 4 AKs and a Galil, util there, but nothing quick out the gates. Now, we need to keep in mind that Yukinda has come from outside as a team led by Jame, but Yukinda was a key component of that team in terms of watching the demos, scouting the opponents, and maybe even contributing with some calls and stylistic moments for the team. His contribution could be unlocking the CIS region to the rest of the world.
I mean, a lot of people, everyone that plays with Jame, credit him for the way he sees the game. Yukinda as well. Very much one of the prized minds of Counter-Strike was Jame, and Yukinda learning and studying under him for a great deal of time. Speaking of, he's actually going to have to try and clear his corner. Chopper, it's a gamble to post yourself here. It's a bit of a commitment.
Let's see what happens with OC, because if he gets left at mid doors a lot when the AWP comes out, that is very reminiscent of the way that outsiders would like to approach. They'd like to get mid doors control, make sure no one's close, and then allow Jame to stay with the AWP to deal with the rotations. As mentioned, no AWP just yet, but back towards long we go. And in the flames, Nitro will have to play forward on the fade. Is being tickled, does get the kill. magixx down. That is massive from Nitro.
Yeah, he could do more as well because it's only the MP9. Jiggle for info. Safe as well. Unscathed on the first. Needs more. Tags up. 2 bodies there. Chopper holds the line with an MP9 for 2, and Patsi cannot replicate it. Just the one from him.
OC has to go long. Yeah, time's the issue.
Jesus, yeah, he's smoking. He's got 2.
Where's Yukinda going?
Oh, I like this. The distraction, the 2 smokes implies there's no one else. Oh, but Wonderful spins around. He was aware and pushing through his siren.
Round over.
It should be over. Yukinda can do nothing as he finds himself in tons. So with a touch of their tongue, they accept a 7th goes Spirit's way.
Okay, well, the Dragon, a little bit of fire in the breath right now to bring themselves up to 7. Just a 4-round game and a good round to win. That was a bit of a bonus with some of those little guns they had, but getting a lot out of the small one was Chopper. A massive multi-kill on the MP9, round defining there, and even gives himself enough money to drop the AWP over to Wonderful here. The opening was great from Nitro, but this is better from Chopper. And Patsi, we see the ammo getting the better of him here.
Oh, I hadn't noticed that. Yeah, Nitro, he was just about to try and find that trade. His vision was taken from him. Just a bit of a mistime there from Elige. Now into round 19, still early doors.
Well, Yikinda saved AK will be the focal point, but a couple of upgrades alongside of this. In the early stages, Yikinda is taking some liberties as we have the B-Stream update. Things are looking great for Cloud9 over there. He's already out the doors, and this time clearing close, so nobody home. The rest of the team could start making their way out, and check this, Nitro has a smoke for a mid to B. They will have to deal with Siren and Chopper on the site if they do want to go for this, but with the flashes, it might enable a possibility to waterfall through window and doors. Just contact, saw the shadow there.
Did. And that's info. Siren knows they've lost mid. Wonderful, not going to address it immediately. That's an AWP, though, with a good angle and a good shot. There goes the hero AWP, and AK, rather, to the AWP. OC still hitting shots. It's not going to be easy. They might want to scoop up that AK if they can find it. Does look like Nitro's managed to get his mitts on it.
You'd want to go back towards A, right? You get one kill over towards A, you know it's split in 2-2, and there's a few more avenues they have to worry about at the A bomb site.
It's still, yeah, it's still that 2-2 split as you just addressed. So one flash from Nitro and you go. Hey, it does connect onto teammates as well, but they are creeping and crawling. Wonderful for his second. And what a dig out of Nitro, fortunately. For Team Spirit, magixx handles business. OC only a scout and a quick shot onto magixx, so he has heard another. A no-scope attempt. One more maybe on the P250, and the flank from Siren's a little quick. We will see another round in the favor of Team Spirit, so 4 now to open off their CT side.
This is good, and also again, as we mentioned, with Spirit getting blanked on their T-half, Liquid the same, not getting the bomb down. So that is something we'll have to change for Liquid going forward if they want to be slightly more competitive in rounds like this. But Nitro showing some more hot shots with the aim, just doing the same to close it down, and now the full buys will come through. magixx will be onto a FAMAS, but it's not really the end of the world as this is looking very mid-centric. They're pushing through, and the AWP of OC, it won't ring true. Yikinda is now on notice. The lower dark is an issue.
You cancel that, yeah. Patsi immediately pulls out.
But they can go for a little bit more of a gambit play here because it's going to take a little bit more time for Liquid to clear out lower dark. You can see how worried they are. They're going to expend resources just to clear out this sector of the map. Meanwhile, they've regathered, they've taken long as a unit, they're going to smoke it off, and if they want, they can play magixx more forward to have a bit more of a deep position to lock down this corridor. And that's exactly what they'll do. So fantastic work, Spirit, understanding the information that they gave over. He might be able to lock this one down. Wonderful's here to bait for him on the corner. This might be brilliant for Spirit.
Wow, Nitro does nutmeg nicely, nearly 2. Elige builds upon it. Advantage Liquid, closing now towards the A site.
Oh, they're hearing
through mid, they'll hear Naf's steps, and he shouldn't really have any voice in this. He did manage to do damage to Chopper. Yikinda's responsible for the short wrap. Patsi puts his head right into the crosshair, so Galil in the feed, Yikinda shuts down, and Spirit's potency now fading. It's only really Siren that can stop and contest.
OC's on his own. Like, Elige is quite far away here.
OC's planting. Elige does have vision. Oh, just out of the smoke, Elige will catch him. That was really the only win condition, was Siren somehow getting away from Elige's gaze.
Okay, a bit of a safety net there from Elige. So they will convert 12 now for Liquid, first on the T side. And will come on the 5th round of play on this second half. But great from Nitro. I'm really liking what we're seeing from Nitro here. He's able to manufacture them quite a few keen kills here.
Yeah, and straight aim duels with, you know, some very sharp individuals.
The thing with Nitro, right, and this is me going back in the Wayback Time machine, is I remember playing against him in North America, and he was one of the up-and-coming talents because there was already the established teams. And Nitro was an aggressive rifler in your face. The career arc of this guy is absolutely absurd. And to see him go to Valorant and then come back and then still be playing high-level CS like this, it's fantastic that he's able to return to this form.
Have we ever drawn the parallel of Nitro and Apex?
Oh, Maybe not in the same vein. The reason is Apex's career, it spans quite a bit longer, obviously, with Source days. But maybe
I mean,
you could start drawing a couple with aggressive rifler turned in-game leader for
bingo.
sure.
I mean, just because I know that whenever we bring up Apex and that transition, it always seems like there's never another example. I think Nitro perhaps could be maybe not the equivalent, but certainly a comparable.
Maybe more so in this roster, because in the previous one, remember, he was doing all pink duties, and I used that lightly because...
I remember a couple of overpass clips.
We all do, because he did hit some bangers, right? But it wasn't the same way as you would want OC using the AWP, right? Nitro would do it out of necessity, and then when Stewie came in, it was shared between Nitro, Naf, and Stewie. The three of them would kind of do it by committee. But no buy for Spirit here. 4 USPs and an AK walk into round 21, and Long is completely under the control of Elige and Code. He's out towards the blue bin, more utility to make sure there's no push off the back. And Chopper's in the wrong place to get the best out of this AK-47. Even if they clear upper tunnels, on our screen right now, we can see that Naf has completely vacated the backyard area. Now, time is the only thing really that can work against Liquid here. The longer they take to make their move, the more chance Spirit can rejig this defense and get at least the bodies in the right place.
And bodies are moving. Naf is responsible for that tunnels exit, so they shouldn't be able to get up Xbox with Naf alive. That's his job. The rest, going to try and give Spirit a taste of their own medicine, a full long commit from the start of the round. Admittedly on the anti-eco, I say eco, of course Chopper with the saved AK-47.
I think they definitely know it's Long now after that light bit of util, and the smokes confirm it.
Yeah, it really is hinging on some USP tags, and it's well-placed damage. Elige very low, susceptible to more. Chopper, AK-1. Siren at least dips out with that AK, but set for 13 now. Just a question of getting into that bomb site, now held by a USP. Wonderful, loses his head. Don't need to rush things. Liquid handle business with class. 13 inscribed next to their name.
All right, well, the buy now back in for Spirit. Chopper is going to have a couple of issues because of the saved rifle, but let's see what he gets equipped. It will be a FAMAS. It's really rough around the edges here for Spirit. You don't want to be trying to defend against the potential round number 14 of Liquid with 2 FAMAS and a MP9, but Wonderful does have the AWP. Patsi does have the M4, and those are 2 of the most impactful members so far for Spirit in this map. Let's see.
Patsi blind and spotted. Naf's going to have to be locked in. He might need to be bailed out here. Nade already going to half his health. 2 players towards the pit side. He'll be making that call. Smoke to bail himself out of trouble. Dumping his util, and Nitro bails him out. Another sensational pair of frags from Nitro. What did he have for breakfast this morning? Yeah, he is out fragging Yakinda.
It has been great. 22 kills for him, 22 for Yakinda, 15 for OC, 14 for Elige.
He actually couldn't play. There's nothing Yakinda could do at that point. A perfect pop from Chopper.
Surely that's not enough to destabilize this round. Nitro's done so much work, and Bogdan's Law's come into play. The AWP's been tossed across. OC's had to pick up this AK, but all 3 members of Spirit right now are on A.
Yeah, it's Wonderful Zorb that I feel could be enough to shift the tide. Smokes are up.
He does have a smoke remaining as well, so Naf is the real bogey of this. If Wonderful doesn't address it, which he currently is, that could be the issue.
Oh, he's even looking at him. Still Naf bests him. Now running out of chances. Siren run down. It's Nitro from way downtown, and now Chopper with 2 quick frags on the FAMAS. Tidied up nicely, and Spirit's map pick falling away from them now. They've got nothing but peanuts. 3,000 on the high end, and that's in the face of a 2-round... I was about to say lead, excuse me, 2 rounds away from Liquid picking up 16.
Yeah, 2-round close, and it's looking very likely now, isn't it? You can see in a round like this, Yakinda is even going to operate with a MAC-10, so very aware of the financial situation. You might even see him just surge in towards the B bomb site to clear things out. The boost will eventually be mounted as a little bit late to the party. 4 players around middle, 1 spotted, shot not hit, and that's going to be Yakinda from lower getting it done. Dinks are coming on through, and now it's a mad scramble for the eco frags. Who's going to get them all? Wow, it's a bit of a spread. They're going to share the love as Liquid do lock in 15 and feel destined to pick up this map. Now, we were talking a lot previously about Group A, how stacked it was. We've made our way into Group B now, and well, things get a little bit easier, I would say. This is nowhere near a stacked side of the bracket, but if this Liquid is legit, right? If we see them go up against some of the heavy hitters, they're at the top side of this bracket. There is a real opportunity Liquid will take on FaZe in round number 2. That is a type of game to really test and see what this Liquid looks like.
And what they can do against perhaps a more dynamic T side.
Well, this is looking like it will be likely a B finish here. Bomb now in the upper tunnels. And I say B finish, it's very early to have all 5 members on this side of the map. 1:30 remaining on the clock, and they have so much utility left, Liquid.
Yeah, and Spirit flying blind. Yukinda likely going to try and show presence here. That will deter Chopper. Tag through the door, full commit to the spray. Brave, considering. But it does send Chopper into the B site. Yukinda's utility continues to wail into Patsi on this AWP. A secondary orb that still hits its shot despite the flashbang.
Threw everything in the kitchen sink at him there, and he still hits it. So we know that Patsi can be the X factor on the secondary orb, but here comes the B pressure.
Yeah, they're coming in. Don't forget, Chopper tucked on bricks. Siren to distract and frag as well. It's good finds from Siren. Does run out of bullets, though. Chopper to be cleared. Yukinda still through mid. Looking to rejoin the pack. OC survival. Oh, and a nice find. Up and over. Puts Chopper down. A fight for the under, and he hears it. magixx very loud about that. Yukinda's got 2 frags with his 20 HP.
And a smoke. He can smoke off doors. That means they don't have to worry about Wonderful's AWP on the cross here and trying to do this save. He's flubbed it, made a little bit of a mare of that one here, but still not too many dramas. They can get close door and run boost across.
Boost. Yeah, that's the only way. Watch Wonderful somehow hit that flare. Ooh, no run boost and a dead Yukinda. It's up to OC now. AWP v AWP. North America versus Ukraine. What have you got? Wonderful. A flash and go. Time ticking. And he just runs at him. Oh, OC's panicking now. Wonderful threatening. But it's the Tech-9 close. Every player on Liquid having their moment in the sunshine, and Spirit's pick gets taken away from them. An exciting first look at new look Liquid.
Looking great, isn't it? Revitalized by the addition of Yukinda. Clearly the hours are being put on in, and this team is looking hot to trot. Spirit again on everybody's screen, and some flashes of brilliance from Patsi one more time. Wonderful attempting to make a name for himself. But as we head forward into map number